This is Michael. We can use some of this stuff right here, some heavy duty gel. It says right here it's supposed to cling to elements baked on grease. So I figured this motor oil. We sprayed it last night. We let it sit for, I guess, at least 24 hours. So let me wipe it and see how good it is. We just put a little bit on the piston and the cylinder head, so it's like a gel. It seems a little improvement. We can start seeing a little bit of that tint. And let's see the piston here. See how much improvement it gave us. This one. I can scratch it a little bit. Yeah, it helps just a little bit, but not a lot. I think it probably would have been done okay. So what we're gonna do is we're probably just gonna let it set in some gasoline or something. You don't have to, you can just wipe it with gasoline, but it's okay. It's gonna be safe with gasoline. So we're just gonna go ahead and let it set with gasoline and try spray some on the gasket, see if it loosens up. However, I was told that the only way to get that off is to scrape it off. And you can use a razor blade lightly on the very surface. That's what we did. And then once you get to more of the inner surface like this, then you maybe want to get something like a little bit like a scraper tool. Something like this right here. It's like a plastic one. Permatex makes them. And then we also got the Permatex. This is the gel cap versus, because some areas we cannot spray on. Especially like our intake manifold there. We can't take the whole intake manifold and just give it a gasket spray here, you know what I mean? Because then it'll just go inside and it makes a very sticky situation. So we'll probably put a little bit just lightly around here. And this one right there, be careful, it's not like silicone where you can leave it open and it'll just rubberize the very top. If you leave it open, this whole thing will be useless. It'll be a solid piece of rubber. So you don't want that. And I think what we're gonna do is, before we decide to drip it in our premium gasoline here, I'm just gonna go and drain it into this bucket here, put it all in there. But we could put the head and the piston in there now with the rings. So we'll put that, I guess, we'll face it to the bottom. That way it doesn't get damaged from all the other weights. Let's see here. How are we gonna put this in here? Maybe I can put this in the bottom then. Try to get the most absorbent level. I just don't want to damage it, so I definitely want to leave it soaked in there. So let's see how I can maneuver this. I could leave it in there maybe. Maybe just kind of put it in there, protrude it in there. And then, because I really want to get into the crevices, see, this is not that hard to put in. Coming from the back side where there's a little more of a incline for you to be able to poke in. Probably have to do it with both hands. Let me see if I can compact it here. And then we got to take a measurement for our shock bolts as well, because I need to get that one squared away. Trying to find one that's about no more than 35 millimeter long in length, just to be perfect. It could be 40, but I think 35 should be the maximum. Okay, I want to make sure. Don't want to make sure I damage any of the piston rings. Piston rings are still good. You can see the side walls here. Also was suggested to use what's called some marble mystery oil to actually lube the walls here, and we'll probably do that versus using the regular assembly lube, even though that's what it's made for. But that's maybe helps a little bit more lubing it, and then put a little bit of oil in the wrist pin area. Again, I was recommend that by David, the Taida expert. Another thing also is the torque on the cylinder stud. I just want to make sure it's correct. Is 180 inch-pounds. Okay, not 185, 180 inch-pounds. Just want to verify that. So when you torque this stud down here with the rocker arm assembly, torque it to 180 inch-pounds, not 185. I guess it does matter just a little bit slightly. So just want to clarify that. Let's see if I can get in here now. Without getting a bit of my skin in there. All right. Okay, so this will probably be drenched in oil. I'll bring it up to the surface some more. Just a little bit popped out. Okay, that way we can put it in there. It'll be protected. sideways anyway. We can go probably, how about the long ways right here? Okay, because we need to make room for our cylinder head as well. So let's see if we can get this guy in there. Unfortunately, this tank isn't big enough for all that to get in there. So let's see here. I can go long ways. Unfortunately, I probably have to take the cylinder stud out. So that's what we'll do. And also we'll take the little parts out of it too. The Viton seals and everything. Well, not the Viton seals, but the regular seals. So let me go ahead and get that taken off of there. Gotta get my rubber remover tool here. Just need the extractor. It's okay, you could throw, you know, some of the stuff in here, like your cam chain. Throw that in there. Your cam, throw that in there. Just kind of clean it up. This doesn't really need to be bad. You know, it's got a little assembly oil. That's fine. That don't have to be. Your rocker arms is pretty okay. You can just, if you have room, just throw it in there, clean it up. And then your dowel pins, just throw that in there. Little small particles, throw that in there. See what else? See all these right here. We start cleaning. I put them in the paint pan here. Bolts and stuff like that. You just throw it in there, clean it all out. All the blue Loctite stuff. Your wrist pin. That definitely go in there. I think that's about it almost. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take this guy off. Let's go and separate him off. And then we'll still have to take the cylinder studs off too. So let's go ahead and prune them out. Oh, there's the open in one. I almost used the opposite. It'll never come out that way. Same thing with the SSP-G you're doing. Wow, this one's a little tougher. Did I put that rubber yet? Oh, that's what happens when you don't put the rubber. It'll never actually touch the rubber part to give you a certain backing. That's why I was thinking it was a little harder. So make sure you put that little rubber piece in there, okay? And now you should be able to use the right tool. Flat, got too excited there. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Wow, still very stiff. I'll have to come back to that one. Stiff because these are actually higher compression springs than the titanium one. There we go, got this guy out. Almost. The other one's still fiddling in there. Alright, so there we go. We'll drop that in there. Make sure we drop the tooth in there. This bucket will hold it all. Okay, let's go and get back on this side again, work on that angle. Make sure stays compressed. Yeah, this one's a really, wow, this is stiff, super stiff. I don't know what's backing it. The exhaust one, huh? Yeah, this one we have to apply a little bit more pressure. Super stiff. Oh, wow. I might have to actually take a mallet real quick and just try to give it a quick whack. See if I can jiggle it out of there. So if that's the case, just take a mallet, hold it really still, and we just want to give it a quick whack. Hold that really still, you don't want it to friction bounce. There we go, look at that. Boom, broke the teeth off. Not like broken, but came in 2 pieces like it should. There we go. Give it a good whack if you have a hard time doing that. The Viton seals, they're oil resistant, but they're still rubber. Let's go and get them off. Okay, let's go and bring our 2 bolt trick and get that stud off right away. Go. I bring most of my tool pad out here already? Oh, there it is. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and use. Unfortunately, we have to go this route again. That's okay, we'll get it. Yeah, we're just gonna clean this up for backup use. We're gonna put the Taida cylinder head still at 232, so we still want to get the clean cylinder. Okay, let me go ahead and get the right socket. 8mm on top, or no, 10mm. 10mm on top and 10mm to hold it from the bottom. Open in socket. There we go. Compact it like a sandwich. That's it. You might not even have to do it too hard. Okay, then we're going to use the bottom part here to twist out. There we go, reverse it. Oh, it does go over a little bit, but not much. Okay, let's see if I can do it by hand now. Yeah, we didn't even put blue Loctite on this end, but it's still, it just wants to dig into the cylinder head. So, we don't have room for the rocker arm, that's fine, we'll leave that one guy out. But the main thing is to soak the cylinder head and the cylinder jug. And hopefully we can, definitely the cylinder jug, because we need to reuse that right away. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this guy off. Loosen them back off the thread here. I think this might work, or it might not. I'm using 11mm because it never will work, the 10mm side. And my hand's getting pretty oily too. There we go. Break them off. Okay, we got one down, one more to go. Go and put this guy back in here. I guess we got better luck with the chrome one, or the silver one, going to the bottom way. And this one on top. Today I'll be having my back injection, so I'll probably be out by 2 o'clock. So I'm trying to get as much as I can done before I hit that needle. Okay, let's go ahead and righty-tighty. Alright, bring this to loose. I think this is tightening it. Okay, I lost my sense of direction when I'm doing reverse thread, so I think this is actually loosening it. But this is really tight. I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this should be counterclockwise, so this should be loosening it. But it feels like tight. Wow. There we go. Oh no, it only broke the thread off. I need to sandwich it even more on this one. Okay, go back to sandwiching it. Make sure I use the 10mm side. All right. I hate when my branch goes in neutral. There is just no need for the neutral. Oh. Hopefully. Alright, here we go. Let's crack this open again. Make sure the thread's following us this time. No, the thread's still not following us. It's always got to be that last bolt, you know what I mean, that makes our job worthwhile. So. Okay, it's compacting it. Let me see if it's spinning a thread. I can see by the thread pattern if it's spinning it. No, it's still spinning only our top part. Wow. This one is definitely... we got this guy out here. Leave him in there. One down. Here's the other one. And don't worry, you'll know which one goes to where because they only fit that diameter of their exhaust or their intake. Try to put them in the way where it doesn't get crushed. Alright, so We can also take this stud out here. Didn't realize there was a ring here. Was this ring here before? That or maybe in here. I'd never seen this ring before. I'll be down. I don't know where this ring came from. It's an unusual ring though. I don't think it's the ring for the valves. No, it doesn't seem like it's flushed in there. But we'll figure that one out. Leave that in the bucket too to be able to... Yeah, this one right here is, man, it's maybe the oil is not helping me. I can't loose from the top. I have to keep tightening it, sandwiching it. So we'll keep on. Okay. Alright. Alright, guy. Maybe I have to keep it balanced. Oh, wow. Yeah, these things get really hot. I guess it's a good thing to put some anti-seize sometimes. But yeah, I don't think it's really... I think it's coming off from the thread. Okay, you can see here we open our fuel line. And it's actually just drowning all our components here in gasoline. Again, gasoline is the best cleaning additive once you wipe it all off and don't leave that residue petroleum behind. It evaporates, and we're almost there. We want to actually fill up to where see that exhaust line is and everything. Hopefully get all this. We already took our valves off, so that's no problem there. So we got the most dirtiest components still in there. I would like it for it to help take off some of the gaskets though. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully this works. I couldn't take that one stud off, but maybe over time, maybe this will eat into that stud there. I think this thing will fill all the way up to the top. If it goes over, I doubt that will. This tank is pretty big. It's like maybe a 2 liter, almost a 2 gallon tank. Maybe a little bit shy under 2 gallon. But yeah, this is fill this whole tank up. I believe it was like closer to like $5.50 here in California. Wish I was in Texas and it's like $2. You guys almost get like gas for nothing, and especially for a scooter, that's even way close to nothing. So there we go. It's getting there. Shower some of the surface here a little bit. Create a little water work here, huh? Look at that. Ripple effect. I'll leave it in this pan. Yeah, that's a lot of gasoline. It's almost filling up to the very top. I have to carry it too, so I probably don't want to take it all the way to the very top. Just enough. I was able to get the rocker arm there as well as our camshaft, so I think the majority of the top end is actually all in here, including the